Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and as always I hope you're keeping well. It's been a long time since I've made some recorded content for yourselves, a long time, so do forgive me if my stammer comes out quite a fair bit. As of at the time of this recording even, Felipe Anderson has landed in Rome for his medical with Lazio ahead of signing a 4-year contract worth €2.5 million per season. Unreal for this. Absolute piss take. It really is an absolute piss take that they're going to pay him that much money, and yet they're only willing to pay for him what appears to be around £3 million plus add-ons. Bearing in mind we paid what, 38-40 all inclusive. Now, of course, all inclusive. This isn't Benidorm, but yeah, an all in. Of course, there is that final instalment that everyone was talking about. So really, this makes it really roundabout more of a £7 million deal, because we've still got that, was it €3.5-4 million to pay. So, but many sources are still confirming that ridiculous 50% sell-on clause for the 28-year-old player. Now, as I say, it's I'm not really on the fence with this, but I can see both points of view, right? I generally can see both points of view. Moyes doesn't want him. He couldn't play properly in the way that he wanted. As we talked about when Anderson came to us for the 38-40 million pound deal 3 years ago, the Lazio fans were saying that expect inconsistency from him. Pellegrini is all right with inconsistency because he's used to having players that you can swap around, but with a manager and a team like West Ham, with a manager like Moyes, you have to be working day in, day out, and which is why Moyes doesn't want him in this side. You know, obviously he went out on loan last season, went catastrophically wrong, shall we say, for Anderson, and now, as I say, they're coming back and getting him for an absolute pittance, which, as I say, including that, just taking into consideration that last instalment, which the club are blatantly going to be writing off, you know, it's going to be, it's about, 20% of what we paid for him, they're getting him back for. Granted, his wages are going to pay for at least 2 players this coming season, so that's one side of it. So I get it from that point of view, but this is a huge loss financially for West Ham. Footballing point of view makes absolute sense, as I've hinted at, you know, because he's not in Moyes' plans. We were talking about this in various weekly live chats when the stories were coming around. We're talking about him and Yarmolenko. You know, to say that keep him on, but keep him for the Europa League. It's also a story today. A rumour I was reading, should I say, that apparently we want to get rid of Yarmolenko on a free as well. So, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy times for West Ham. The league starts in 4 weeks today, pretty much. Obviously, our game isn't for 4 weeks and 2 days against Newcastle. Don't forget to come and join us for the watch along for that. But at the same point, as I say, I can understand why the club have done this. I don't agree with a lot of this. I really don't. More the financial side. Let's say the footballing side makes absolute sense, complete and utter sense. But that's it. From a business point of view, bearing in mind that the accounts for the 1920 season showed that we were almost just under £250 million loss. 240 million pound admin. Do me a favour at West Ham, seriously. Of course, we will talk about more things as they hopefully arise in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, guys, let me know your thoughts on this transfer. Do you agree with what's happened? Can you see both sides of it? I want to know your thoughts on everything, especially with this deal. And of course, hopefully, see you tomorrow evening, or this evening, depending on when you're watching it, or last night, or last week, whenever you're going to be watching it, for the last ever weekly live chat. I did say that we would only do the live chats as long as lockdown was happening, and as of this coming Monday, the 19th, we are kind of pretty much getting our lives back to normal. So there's no real point for having the weekly live chats. As fun as it's been with yourselves, it really has been good fun. You know, we got to get some really good mates out of that, which of course some of you guys are already talking to me about going for a pint together as well, and I absolutely want to do that. It'd be fantastic to see you guys in the flesh, so to speak, and raise a pint and have a drink and have a, you know, because with the weekly live chats, we've had pints virtually. It'd be nice to try and see some of you guys and realistically have real life pints. But in the meantime, guys, I say, give us your thoughts on this transfer. It just doesn't make any sense to me in any shape or form financially, bearing in mind that we're £30 million better off than we were the season before last. But I get it from the financial point of view to a degree in terms of wages. That's it. But anyway, guys, look after yourselves. Take care. And I'll see you very soon. All the best.